Hello everybody, and today I'm reviewing HNY UV filters. Alright, hello everybody, and today I am reviewing a brand of UV filters called HNY. Now HNY is a rather uncommon brand, not like your typical Hoyer, Marumi or even B+W. Not many people have heard of HNY. However, I've been using HNY UV filters for quite a while now and I am liking them pretty much. That's why I decided to review HNY UV filters. Now I'm reviewing the HNY HD MRC UV filter, which is apparently the best line of UV filters. They have a cheaper line which is multi-coated but does not feature the MRC coating. I'll get to that in a moment later. So this is a very beautifully made UV filter. You can see the box is pretty. Inside the box is another plastic case. So HNY, I'm not quite sure which country this company is from. It has Japan written on the back of the box. It even has some Japanese writing on the top of the box. And it has Japan written on the actual UV filter itself. So people would think this is a Japanese company, but nowhere on the box does it say it's made in Japan. However, if you go online and go to the official HNY website, under the About Us section, you would discover that they claim that they are a Hong Kong registered company and they're running in Hong Kong. So I'm leaning towards Hong Kong. I think this is a Hong Kong company and is made in Hong Kong, but that doesn't really explain why it has Japan written all over it. But anyway, nevertheless, it doesn't really matter where this thing is made in. It all comes down to what's the quality of this. Now, like many UV filters on the market nowadays, the HNY HD MRC Pro doesn't actually block UV rays. So if you were to shine a black light through this, it would still allow all that light to pass through. However, the main feature of this is to protect the front element of your lens, which is basically the reason why you're buying this, to put on your lens anyway, just like you would with any other UV filter. So this UV filter has a transmission value of 99.6% as stated on the back of the box. And it does check out as well when you look through the UV filter because it is very clear. Now the glass is basically invisible. You can't really see the glass unless you're reflecting a huge light source off of it, or if you get it very dusty. So the transmission value checks out. It is a very clear piece of UV filter. And you feel like you can just poke your finger right through that black ring, but then you will be stopped by a slice of German shot B270 glass. Now, I'm not an expert when it comes to glass, but what I do know is that German shot glass is a very high quality type of glass. So we have that. Now, when it comes to the thickness of this UV filter, this filter is a very thin UV filter. Comparing it to conventional filters, it is very thin. So you would have no problem using this on ultra-wide angle lenses. Now in the name, the MRC actually stands for multi-resistant coating. So MRC is actually only present in higher end UV filters, but this filter just happens to have it. Now MRC is a very special coating because it makes the filter water resistant, oil resistant and scratch resistant. So having that, it makes the filter very easy to clean and much harder to stain. Yes, compared to conventional non-MRC UV filters, I could see that this MRC filter is much less likely to attract dust and much harder to stain with fingerprints. Now, if you were to get water droplets on the UV filter as well, the water droplets will kind of bead up and then just roll off. So it is a very nice feature to have. This MRC is really great. So HNY also claims that this filter is multi-coated with 14 layers of coating. So that sounds like quite a lot. And all in all, the filter feels very nicely built. It is a very high quality filter. Everything feels very nice and solid. The quality is definitely there. And all this quality comes at just $29 US. So I bought this 77mm UV filter for only 29 US bucks, which is quite a deal. It's definitely a very competitive price compared to the other big brands out there. So it's definitely something to consider if you don't want to spend too much on a very good UV filter. So personally, I've actually used this brand of filters, HNY, on pretty much most of my lenses and I like them very much. Over the years, they have performed very, very well and I like them very much. So that is pretty much it about HNY UV filters. Thank you very much for watching. Any questions and comments, just post them in the comment section below. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you're interested in getting one of these, I'll also post the link to purchase them in the description below. However, I am not affiliated with that link, just for your information. So thank you very much for watching and I will see you in the next video.